gonna do a quick little tutorial how-to kind of a thing. If you got a set of these keyed lug nuts laying around that happen to look as terrible as this one here currently does, like starts with the outer rust corroding on it and whatnot like that, and you figure they're getting to be about to the point where they're going to be junk, toss them away kind of thing, which technically they are once they start, like the cheaper ones. The chrome is basically just, it's a light outer, almost like a paint layer over the lug itself, and it just flakes off, and at that point they're kind of no good. But with these ones, they're not quite so bad. I'll show you here right away. You just, with these, I'm gonna set this one, I'll just set this up here on my stand here for us. Kind of neat. This OtterBox case, I just use the clip here sometimes and fashion my phone here to it and set it up so that way it kind of works as like a little tripod almost. But basically all you need, obviously, your lug nuts, and I have this small thinner wire brush that basically was from, I think it's from a spark plug repair kit kind of a thing. Anyways, you just take this, you can hold it in your hand. I'm going to take one of the worst sides right here, and we're going to hold it in your hand. You want to wear gloves because, I mean, these are going to like cut up your hand too if you're using it, even the finer ones. And you're just going to scrub there in the grooves on the outer part. Takes a little bit. And this is with no products too, like I'm not using any chemical on top of it. I'm just strictly using this wire brush here and scrubbing. See that? This is before, and this was the worst side, and it's got quite a nice gloss to it now. I'll do the rest of the lug nut and then show you the whole finished result, maybe side by side to one of the other ones I have. That's not done yet. Every now and then I can feel the wires even poke through these gloves, so not so bad. But if you want thicker gloves, might be a good investment. These ones are just basic mechanics gloves. It's already getting to the point where it's hard to tell where I've done and where I haven't done, because basically got all the sides now, I think. Let's go over it a little bit here. So, there you can see now. It's quite shiny now. Obviously there's like pitting and stuff from over time where it's not going to look 100% perfect. But overall, that from just a little bit of elbow grease and scrubbing. No chemicals, like I said. Just simple wire brush here. You can improve this probably by and speed up the process with a wire wheel. Like, probably the easiest way would be if you have one of those wire wheel / grinder setups, like on the one side. One of those, and just hold this thing and just like carefully spin it around against the wire wheel would probably speed up the process and probably have better results. But if you don't have access to one of those, and you got one of these laying around, or you can get one of these pretty cheap, which you can because they are pretty cheap, gets you pretty good results. There's a before and like an after one. Like, that's like a night and day difference right there. These are two different lugs. Well, they're the same, but one's shorter. I don't find the same one here. Where the heck is this one? Is that this one? Yeah, this one. Got like random lug nuts laying here. There you go. You can kind of see in this better to turn the lighting to hit them a bit more so. Pretty shiny. Dull and crappy because of all the oxidation, whatever happens to these over time. Road grime, salt in some places if where you live is a place that uses salt in the wintertime. So, I mean, I got a whole schwack more here to go. Those are my finished ones over there. You probably can hear the music in the background. I suppose I should have turned that down. Copyright things will be all over that if you can hear that really well in the background. But yeah, I basically got about 13 more left to go here. Is that one of the ones that I did? Well, that's when I did half of, I got so 14, 13 and a half, however you want to look at it. Yeah, I only need 20 in all, so I got 6 done so far, 14 left, and I have 2 random. Oh, well, I guess I have 3 random spare ones that are basically the same. Couple are shorter than the other ones. They were initially for a Chevy 1500 series off of like a 2010 or 2011. And they're going on a 2014 Ram 1500. But I've had people ask me about that, and I said no, the thread pitch is exactly the same. They're both 14 by 1.5, so it should virtually work. This is a factory lug from my Dodge Ram, one of the non-locking ones, because it has locking ones on it right now, and this is the other one. So I'm putting aftermarket 22-inch rims on my Ram. You can see the height difference, so I'm hoping that won't be a problem at all. It shouldn't. And aside from that, like the width wise, this is why you need these ones. These ones are so wide that they won't fit down into the hole that would accompany it for bolting it up and whatnot. But yeah, thread pitch and everything like that is basically the same. You can't really tell too well inside this one because it's kind of grimy inside there too, but they are in fact one and the same, as it turns out. Did some digging on the internet, so it should work pretty well. If I'm feeling ambitious, I'll probably run my battery post cleaner thing. The one part comes off and it's got like almost like a corkscrew kind of wire brush deal that would go up and in there quite a ways and get some of the grime out of there if I'm worried about them threading on properly at all. Yes, cat. So yeah, if you got lug nuts laying around that look like that, you can potentially make them look more like that.